Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run the toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. Breaks the tackle. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
Got it behind the line. It's Samuel.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 2nd down, he'll fire. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got loose, it was all over. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Taking a shot on the first play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his...
Going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, LSU!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's looking for a man on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Running to the left. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast.
Can anyone catch him? And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Trying to find his man on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside. Toe drag for the big pickup.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the quick shuffle pass underneath.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game, and nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Newton. Touchdown, Tigers! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way. But you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down to start the drive after the break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They want to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great.
And that pass is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's got the back in the middle.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handle the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Samuel. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pressure coming. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Time to take a shot. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Turns it loose. Makes a connection. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now improvising.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. He's He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, David.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Person. Snowed under by the defense. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's open on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense, quick tempo. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Coming out, looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Leaves it with the running back. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually...
Open runway ahead. Touchdown LSU! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. Feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 21 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a play.
He breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Zings it complete to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's got the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And first down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. These corners going to give them some space. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Tackle is made.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Defense in press coverage. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. This is the 8th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and 10.
Get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
Reese, give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Afterburner's coming. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown LSU! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 49, Penn State 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He lets one fly deep, and he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spike.